Here we are at Enterprise Connect 2024 in Orlando, and I'm on the Salesforce stand with Ryan Nichols. Ryan, how's it going?
Oh, it's going very well. What a show. Thanks for having this conversation, Rob.
A great atmosphere, is it? I mean, it's a huge expo, lots of great conference sessions, and I'm sure you'll be glad to hear lots of CX sessions as well.
My favorite topic, nothing but that, nothing but CX.
And I'm going to say there's lots of AI in there as well, which I'm sure you're going to be happy about too.
We joked in my session this morning that it was one of the few sessions that didn't have AI in the title, but of course, all we talked about was AI.
There's so much going on. In terms of what's going on, I mean, lots of conversations I'm sure you're having with customers, partners, etc. What's kind of dominating those conversations? Is it AI or are there other priorities for organizations right now?
I think this is the year where enterprises are interested in taking AI from the exciting innovations we were talking about last year to making it real this year. And the cornerstone of that is data. I mean, every conversation that I have about AI turns into a conversation about data. The incredible innovations of these large language models are powerful at generating fresh content, but the only way you can trust it is if you've grounded it on your data. How to do that is a huge topic of conversation.
Let's dig into that just a little bit then. In terms of getting organizations' heads around AI, getting that data in the right place, what advice would you give our audience to kind of get on the right track and start that journey?
Well, the answer used to be, and we're guilty at this at Salesforce as well, no problem, just move all that data onto our platform. And I'm very glad that that's not the answer we need to give anymore. With a modern data lakehouse architecture, Salesforce is offering here is called Data Cloud. You can keep your data right where it is, and you can reference that data, stream that data, ground your AI on that data as if it's on the platform, even though it's sitting at rest in the system that it needs to be sitting in. So that data lake strategy has really found its killer use case with generative AI. Because why do you want to be bringing all this data together? Well, because you need to if you're going to be able to trust the information that's coming out of these large language models.
And does that allow organizations to integrate lots of other data sources? Because I'm sure most organizations out there would probably agree they've got data in all these different places. And I know you've got a huge ecosystem of partners and integration. So how does that all work and fit together?
It's a very important topic because no enterprise has all their data together in one place. And so depending on the type of data, there's a different strategy for bringing it in. We have partnerships with a lot of the CCaaS vendors at the conference here today, where we've taken the integration with CCaaS and CRM from a CTI style integration, which we've suffered through for years, right? We've forced contact center agents to work with a little contact center widget in the corner of their service console. There's got to be a better way. And we pioneered that with some of the leaders in CCaaS, including Amazon and now Genesys, a dozen other App Exchange listings that stream the conversational data into Data Cloud. So you have all your conversational data together with all your customer data in one place. But of course, there's other data beyond that. And so knowledge, for example, 2 weeks ago, we started a beta of a capability called unified knowledge, which allows you to bring in all those different knowledge sources, all those corners of information that are stuck in PDF documents and manuals. You can now bring those in as knowledge in Salesforce together with your conversational data and your customer data. And that's just the start, device data. And if you think about it, an AI is going to need all the same context that a human agent would need in order to help a customer on their journey. So we have to bring all that same data together that we've been working on for the single pane of glass. Now we need to bring all that together for the AI.
Great, and in terms of the booth you got here, what's on show, what's new, any updates?
Well, we made a big announcement this morning that we're super excited about, which is the data and AI powered contact center. And using Service Cloud to transform a contact center into an omnichannel customer engagement center that's powered by AI and data. So when you bring all of this data together, like we've been talking about on Data Cloud, it really makes a few different things possible on the service layer. It starts with Einstein conversation mining, which is understanding how your conversations with customers have been unfolding. We've expanded Einstein conversation mining to cover some new channels, just announced this morning. so that you can identify, for example, the types of conversations that aren't performing well, right? Where it's high handle time, it's low CSAT, and then with Salesforce, you can do something about it. What do you do about it? Well, that's the next set of capabilities, right? You can take those conversations and the utterances, the intents that are extracted from them, and then use them to generate knowledge articles. Because we've talked about unifying knowledge from different sources, but if it's a new issue, this is the first time it's coming up, you need to generate a new piece of knowledge. And this is a task that a large language model is really good at, to take a customer conversation and use it to generate a knowledge article. So whether it's summarizing information that you're getting from customers explicitly in a survey, conversations that you're having with customers implicitly in the contact center, and then what do you do with that? Well, you generate knowledge. These are all new capabilities that are available with the Einstein One platform for service.
Fantastic. And all this conversational data brings with it endless opportunities. I know Slack is a big part of your world now as well. Where does Slack fit in with this AI model and Service Cloud?
Well, not all customer engagement happens in a service center. A lot of times the expertise that's required to solve a customer's issue, the experts on the topic could be anywhere in the company, but the one place you're going to be able to find them is in Slack. So with Service Cloud, you can take a customer issue and create a swarm. You can invite all the right experts into a Slack channel, work there to solve the customer's issue, and then when you're done, put all that information back into Service Cloud. Now, that collaboration can be it could be hours trying to solve this customer issue. So being able to use Einstein to summarize that collaboration and include it in the case, and then use it to generate a knowledge article, it's just such a great part of the story to take this out of the contact center and into every employee's hands across the enterprise.
I can see that. And in terms of Salesforce and its priorities for the remainder of 2024, what's going on? What can we expect to hear?
Well, it's a pretty exciting year on a whole bunch of different fronts, Rob. The one I'll leave us with is a lot of the examples we've been talking about have been using generative AI in the context of assisting agents. And that's where enterprises want to start, right? It's a way of generating content with a human in the loop to make sure that the content that's generated can be trusted. But we're already starting to take the Einstein Copilot and expose it directly to end customers, and just doing so in trusted ways, right? So for example, when you search for an article on a self-service portal as a consumer, instead of seeing a long list of knowledge articles, what if we generated an answer to your question, right? That's using the same, we just generate it right there. You don't need to scroll through and find all the little bits from all the different knowledge articles. It's assembled for you. That's using the same generative action that was used in an agent assist scenario. Now it's in a self-service scenario. It's also being used to generate answers for field service workers that are out on the fields and trying to get an answer to a question on their mobile device. So being able to do a generative action once and then deploy it on every different type of service and start to generate content that's being showed directly to end customers, it's going to make it a very, very exciting year.
So final question, is next level CX here? And is this the year of AI where we're really, really going to adopt and scale AI technology?
This is absolutely going to be a year of AI adoption, AI business impact, but I think it's still early innings in terms of where this is going to take us. I think that the next couple of years in CX are going to be fascinating. I'm looking forward to having this conversation again next year.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you, Rob. Enjoy the conversation.